Have you ever considered what truly lies beneath the surface of quantum technology? What if the accepted narrative, the story we've all been told about Western pioneers unlocking the quantum realm, is merely the tip of a colossal, world-altering iceberg? In 2025, China launched a staggering $138 billion government-backed venture fund dedicated to emerging technologies, with quantum computing at its core, eclipsing Western public investments and shattering expectations of a level playing field. This immense financial abyss, shrouded in state secrecy, isn't just accelerating innovation, it's tilting the scales of global power, leaving billions in the shadows of its implications. The anomaly is not an error, it is a clue. Stay with us as we follow the evidence to its source and uncover a shocking truth that could fundamentally change your perspective on quantum technology forever. Picture quantum technology as a grand cosmic orchestra, where Western maestros have long conducted the symphony of subatomic wonders with precision and flair. For years, the consensus view has held that the United States and its allies dominate this frontier. Quantum computing, sensing, and communication are evolving steadily through collaborative, market-driven efforts, promising revolutions in everything from unbreakable encryption to lightning-fast simulations of molecular mysteries. At the forefront stand titans like IBM and Google. IBM, with its ambitious roadmap, announced in June 2025 the construction of the world's first large-scale fault-tolerant quantum computer at a new data center in Poughkeepsie, New York, aiming for error-resistant systems that could handle real-world problems by the decade's end. Google, building on its Willow chip from late 2024, has demonstrated advanced error correction, paving the way for scalable quantum hardware that integrates seamlessly with classical AI. Their motivations: economic dominance, scientific breakthroughs, and societal benefits. Think curing diseases via quantum-accelerated drug discovery or optimizing global supply chains with unparalleled computational power. Europe chimes in with initiatives like the Quantum Flagship, pooling resources for open research, while startups like Quantinuum push hybrid quantum classical systems. This harmonious progression, fueled by billions in private funding, has fostered an atmosphere of optimistic transparency, where qubits entangle in labs from Silicon Valley to Cambridge, heralding a future where quantum supremacy belongs to the innovative West. But, in this finely tuned symphony, are there dissonant notes echoing from afar, threatening to unravel the entire composition? Yet, as the Western melody plays on, subtle disturbances ripple through the ether, faint at first, like the ghostly interference of unobserved particles, dismissed by experts as mere anomalies in an otherwise predictable quantum landscape. Consider the tremors. In March 2025, Chinese scientists unveiled Zhuchongji 3.0, a 105-qubit superconducting quantum processor that reportedly outperforms the world's fastest supercomputers by quadrillions in specific tasks, a leap that defies the gradual pace of Western scaling. Then, just weeks ago, reports emerged of Chinese researchers assembling the largest array of atoms for quantum computing, an astonishing 2,000-plus rubidium atoms arranged via AI, each acting as a qubit in a vast entangled web that hints at unprecedented control over quantum states. Compounding the unease, the US imposed sweeping export controls in March 2025, adding 7 Chinese entities to restricted lists for acquiring quantum-related items, a move that reeks of desperation rather than routine policy. These seemingly isolated fissures, a hardware breakthrough here, a regulatory clampdown there, clash with the narrative of Western lead. Why the frantic barriers now? What unseen quantum entanglement binds these events? And, if ignored, could they herald a collapse of the very foundations we've built our technological faith upon? What if these cracks aren't fleeting quantum fluctuations but deliberate strands in a clandestine lattice, engineered to subvert the global order? Our deep dive hypothesizes a stark reality. China's centralized, state-orchestrated quantum surge isn't merely academic, it's a veiled military gambit, fusing quantum supremacy with geopolitical might to outpace the West in dual-use applications like encryption-shattering computation and stealth-piercing sensing. Fresh insights bolster this. McKinsey's 2025 Quantum Technology Monitor notes China's dominance in quantum communication networks, with investments surging to $15 billion, enabling secure, hack-proof links that could safeguard military commands while exposing rivals. Expert analyses from the Belfer Center reveal how US export controls, intensified since 2018 and ramped up in 2025, are inadvertently fueling China's self-sufficient quantum supply chains, including breakthroughs in photonic chips and large-scale qubit control. Declassified data from RUSI underscores the acceleration. These restrictions have pushed Beijing to innovate domestically, achieving milestones like a 1,000-qubit management system, far beyond Western prototypes in sheer scale. This hidden link reveals the truth about quantum's core mystery, the arms race in quantum encryption and sensing, and exposes the secret architecture behind China's rapid ascent. But, speculation aside, grounded in trends from Merrick's reports, could this be the prelude to a quantum divide that fragments global collaboration? And what catalyst might confirm this shadowy convergence? Envision a revelation that pierces the veil. In April 2025, Chinese scientists tested a drone-mounted quantum sensor system capable of detecting submarines with hypersensitive precision, overcoming traditional radar's blind spots and potentially rendering underwater stealth obsolete. This pivotal event, detailed in specialized reports and echoed in the US Defense Department's 2025 assessments, wasn't buried in obscurity but broadcast as a technological triumph, yet its military undertones scream of a silent declaration, one that only the vigilant dare decode. The immediate fallout. Naval superiority crumbles as quantum radar, leveraging entangled photons, unmasks hidden assets in real time, disrupting operations from the South China Sea to the Atlantic. Long-term, the stakes escalate. Cybersecurity fortresses fall to quantum decryption, economies hemorrhage from espionage, and alliances strain under the weight of technological asymmetry. No more hypotheticals. What defenses remain when the quantum curtain lifts? And how will the West respond before the entanglement tightens irreversibly? The big reveal. The truth is, China has operationalized quantum sensors and radar systems that detect the undetectable, eclipsing Western defenses and heralding a new era of asymmetric warfare. And this fact changes everything we thought we knew, because it is the single unifying explanation for the $138 billion investment surge from the hook, the qubit breakthroughs, and export clamps. Why the veil of secrecy? Beijing RIP allows unified long-term funding $15 billion and counting, prioritizing military applications over ethical debates that hamstring the West, benefiting the PLA with tools to neutralize stealth tech and secure communications. Who gains? China, consolidating regional dominance and economic leverage through quantum-secured supply chains. Who suffers? Democracies, facing eroded military deterrence, vulnerable data ecosystems, and a talent drain as export controls backfire. In the broader context, this shifts our grasp of technological sovereignty. What does this mean for our understanding of global security in a post-quantum world? How does this revelation impact the future of cybersecurity, your personal data fortress amid rising quantum threats, and the choices we must now make as a society to forge alliances or risk isolation in the quantum shadows? The secret is now exposed. But this revelation isn't an end, it's a beginning. The journey doesn't end here. The more we uncover, the more urgent the questions become. Now that we know China's quantum edge is redefining stealth and surveillance, we must ask, as the boundaries of the observable dissolve, will humanity harness this power for unity, or descend into a fractured era where quantum divides dictate the fate of nations? What is your perspective on this revelation? Share your analysis and theories in the comments below. We are eager to hear what connections you have made. Thanks for watching. This is Revo Now, decoding tomorrow's hidden tech landscape today.